everyone! Welcome to Rain Francis Art for Kids. My name is Rain. In this series, Alphabet Soup, we choose a letter from the alphabet and we draw food that starts with that letter. So let's draw. Today's letter is the letter T. T is for turnip. So today I'm going to show you how to draw this cute little turnip. Let's begin. This is what you'll need for today's drawing. You're going to need a piece of paper. I have a dollar store drawing pad here. It's 8.5 by 11 inches wide. You're going to need a pencil. You're going to need an eraser. And if you have a dollar store paintbrush or an old paintbrush that you've never used for painting, it's great for dusting off your page. Now today I'm using markers, but you could use crayons or coloring pencils if you like. I have these markers here. They're dollar store markers. They're really, really nice because I'm going to show you the tip. It's almost like a paintbrush tip. It's really neat. And they're dollar store. They're not expensive at all. So I have a green, a dark green. I have a red. I have a purple. And I have another marker because I wanted a light green color as well. So I have another type of marker here. It's a thin tip. See, it's not like big like a Sharpie. It's just a thin tip. And as usual, I have my fine tip black marker here that I'm going to use for outlining. And what I'm going to do today, whenever I use markers, I do the same thing. I always draw in pencil first, then I outline with my fine tip black marker, and then I erase my pencil marks. So that's what I'm doing today, and I'll leave that up to you. When you erase marker, make sure it's dry first or everything will smudge all over the place. And I also recommend that you put a little piece of scrap paper underneath your drawing page. Okay, let's begin. Let's draw our turnip. But first, let's write out the word turnip. So this is alphabet soup. So we are at the letter T. This is a capital T and a small t. Now let's write out turnip. Let's do a capital T, U, R, N, I, and P. There's turnip. And you can probably hear my dog Jack snoring in the background. So that's what that is. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use about this much space, okay? And we have to remember that the turnip has a lot of leaves on the top. So why don't we just do a little line for reference here and about a line here. So it's about the size of half of my finger, and that's going to be where the leaves go. So now I know for here I can start my turnip, and I'll show you. It's kind of a weird shape. Kind of goes around like this. And then up like that. It's kind of a circle, but not really a circle. It like dips here and it's kind of weird looking. No turnip is perfectly circular. Okay, now what we're going to do is draw the little root. And at the bottom, the root is just a little kind of squiggly. Just like that. Okay, that's the root. And let's draw the leaves. So we're going to first draw, watch, just a little kind of rectangle, thin rectangle that comes to a point at one end. And then on either side of that, we're going to do jagged lines like this. Up to the top, and on the other side the same thing, jagged lines, because that's what turnip leaves look like. They kind of have that triangle look. Now we're going to do 3 of those, okay? So the next one I'm going to put like this. And jagged lines for the leaves. And this one's kind of turning a little. And on the other side too, some jagged lines. There. And let's do one more maybe down here. I'm starting over in near the middle here, but I'm going to bring that leaf a little further down. Okay, and jagged lines. Now this one's sideways, so you have to adjust your jagged lines so that they go sideways. There we go. Now let's give our little turnip some eyes. We're going to give him big oval eyes. 2 big oval eyes. And then some more oval here for the pupils. Big ovals right there. And now let's draw a smile. We're going to give him teeth too, so I want you to do a big, long smile for him like that. Okay? And then another line here. That top part, we're going to keep that white because that's going to be his teeth. So that's the outline of our turnip, my friends. What we're going to do, if you want to, outline everything with your thin black marker. That's what I'm going to do. And because I'm erasing my pencil, I'm not worried too much about staying in the lines. I don't mind if I go outside the lines. See, I'm kind of going outside the pencil marks, and that's okay, because I'll be erasing them. I like to erase my pencil marks when I do markers, because I find sometimes that the pencil smudges and it makes the marker color look a little dirty. And I always like to start off by drawing in pencil. If you can, remember we did a circle here and then we added. We want to erase this line here anyway, because we want it to be one piece. I should have mentioned that to you before. If you closed the circle, don't even worry about it, but if you caught that in time, try to keep that part open. Okay, see, I didn't draw the circle closed there. I forget what I was saying. There we go. He's a happy turnip. Now, if you are going to erase your pencil lines, make sure your marker is dry. You can go like this and look at your finger. Okay, there's no black on my finger. Pressing a little harder. Did it smudge? It smudged a little bit, so I'm going to wait just a second for that to dry. You're going to have to test your markers, because you definitely don't want to smudge everything. Let me see again. I'll try a different finger here. Okay, that's fine. So I'm going to start very lightly erasing all of my pencil marks. And I'm erasing lightly. Oh, I missed all my words there. I'm erasing lightly because I don't want to rip my paper. And if it takes you a minute or two to erase, just take your time. There's no rush. We're here to have fun and learn how to draw and learn different types of art techniques. All right. I tried to grow turnips last year and I didn't have many seeds, but I grew maybe 6 of them and they were huge. They're really good in stews. I like turnips a lot. Oops. Lots of eraser bits there. All right, nice. Now let's start to color in our turnip. So why don't we start with our light green color. And those little stems in the middle, those are going to be light green. So let's color in those little stems, or I don't know if they're stems, but the middle parts of the leaf. Let's color those in light green. I'm laughing because of Jack's snoring. All right. Looking good. So now let's take our dark green color, okay? And we're going to fill in the rest of the leaf. Try not to get any of the dark green into the middle where you put the light green, because we want to be able to see the difference. And if you follow my videos, you know that I like to outline the area before I color it in, because it gives me kind of a guide where I'm supposed to put the color. That's just me. You can color in any way you want. All right. I love using different shades of green. You know, we could have colored in the leaves just all one color, but I think it makes it a little more interesting when you have more than one color there. One leaf is done. Gonna go for the second one. Did you choose markers today, or are you using crayons or coloring pencils? I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to get that dark green into the light green area. There we go. Do you like to eat turnips? When I was a kid, my grandmother used to make mashed turnips. You know, like you would make mashed potatoes, but she would put some potatoes in there, but because turnips have a very strong taste. So she mixed up mashed turnips and mashed potatoes, and I liked it a lot. It was really good. It reminds me that I should go out and get myself some turnips so I can make some mashed turnips. I used to make mashed potatoes and put mashed turnips in and add mashed carrots. So I had like mashed vegetables. It was really yummy. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our purple. Now, the whole turnip is going to be purple, but try not to get any purple in the eyes or in the mouth. Okay? So just take your time doing this. I'm taking my time here. I love these dollar store markers. They don't stink like the Sharpies. The Sharpie markers, I don't like them. They stink. They have nice colors though. But they're neat. They have on one side like a fine tip, and on the other side here they call it a brush tip. I find that the fine tip though doesn't really work very well, but the brush tip does. The brush tip is really, really nice. Okay, I'm I'm going to be very careful around the mouth. And around the eyes. There. I said before that I grew some turnips last year in my garden. Well, I live in an area where there are a lot of wild animals. And one of the wild animals that was hanging around my garden last summer and last fall were turkeys, big turkeys. They're actually around now too. They like to eat the bird seed at the bird feeder. I like them a lot. They're nice animals, but they ate all of my seeds. They ate all of my plants. The only thing they didn't touch was the garlic and the turnips. That's why I had turnips last year. Okay, my turnip is all done, the purple. How are you guys doing? The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my black marker and I'm just going to fill in the pupils here, okay? Give him some nice big eyes. I find that when we give these little drawings, when we give them big eyes, it makes them look really nice. You know, it makes them look happy and alive, and even though they're kind of just cartoons, you know. There we go. His eyes are done. Now I'm going to take my red color, and underneath his teeth, I'm going to fill that in with red, just underneath the teeth. I'm going to be careful not to get any into the purple or into his white teeth. I didn't know turnips had teeth, but today they do. There we go. Now why don't we just take our black marker and we'll give him some eyebrows, just to make him look extra happy. There we go. So that's our turnip, my friends. I hope you enjoyed this. Now don't forget, sign your work. You should be very, very proud of the beautiful work of art that you did today. I hope you had fun. So this lesson is over now, my friends. Remember to mom and dad, if you post your kids' art on Instagram, don't forget to tag me. The link is in the description below or in the About section of my channel. We'll see you next time on Alphabet Soup. Thanks for watching. Bye.